They're at the trial, and Chrissy and Randy. So all three kids were at the trial. And that was extremely hard because you're torn.
The prosecutor then called Jon to testify against his own father.
They wanted to see if I remembered the behavior patterns that happened that night and if I noticed anything out of the ordinary, or if it's almost as if he snapped and then tried to control himself. They just wanted answers. It seemed like I was up there forever. And that was one of the toughest things that I'll probably have to do in life.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Jon Dorenbos, guilty of the crime of murder in the second degree.
This man is a liar. He's a controller. He's a manipulator. And worst of all, he's a murderer.
On December 3rd, 1992, the judge sentenced Dorenbos to almost 14 years behind bars.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For a crime like this and the brutality of the crime, I think it's a very small price to pay.
7 months later, Jon and his sister moved to California to live with their aunt.
I was going to raise my sister's kids, and that there was no question.
There was almost a part of me that was anxious to start a new life.
That summer, just 1 year after his mother's murder, Jon discovered magic.
He bought a magic kit and just practiced and practiced and practiced.
I became obsessed with it, and the sleights and the fingers and the coordination of it all. I was in my own fantasy world, and I loved it.
By high school, Jon was a master magician. Cards flew, coins disappeared, a paper flower turned into a sweet-smelling rose.
I became professional as a magician at about 16 or 17 years old. You know, you get the tux on and people assume you're older.
But the black suit wasn't all that made this teenager look like a man.
He had bigger stature than most every other kid, so a lot of the coaches were really interested in him to play football.
Jon's magic also paid off in an unexpected way. With his fast fingers, he stood out on the Pacifica High football team and became a star long snapper.
I took a lot of pride in snapping and just becoming as disciplined as I could.
In 2000, Jon entered the University of Texas at El Paso on a football scholarship.
My senior year, there was kind of a rumor going on that I might actually be able to make a living doing it. They had a pro day where the scouts come in and they test the seniors that potentially want to be in the NFL. And I probably had one of the best snapping days of my life. And after that, I said, wow, I might really be able to do this.
On April 28, 2003, a few credits shy of graduation, Jon joined the Buffalo Bills.
After I heard that Jon got an offer to play for the NFL, I just kind of smiled and just thank God for everything that's happened to him.
In 2004, after serving 11 years, Jon Dorenbos was released from the Larch Correction Center outside of Seattle. Since then, Jon hasn't heard from his father and doesn't want to. Jon stays focused on his game. Jon
still is in awe every day when he goes to practice.
And off the field, he still loves to mesmerize audiences with his magic.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
My favorite trick to perform is any trick that somebody can look at me and just smile and not even say a word. And I know that they just, for a few minutes, forgot about all their problems.
He's not bitter. You know, he's not bitter at the world. He's sad he lost his mom, but he's making a lot of people happy because that's the way she would want it.
My mom's at every game, and she has the best seat in the house. And I know that no matter what, she'll still be smiling.
Coming up, a macho man who became Mr. Mom.
You gonna sit up here and watch Daddy make pancakes?